Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV
For all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels.
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
Happen in 49, 61, 63 or 69 when they reach the final. But the class of 2021 have delivered. Leicester City are FA Cup winners at last and are history makers at Wembley.
They have blown their rivals away. They have blown us all away in truth. Premier League champions 2016. The amazing Leicester City!
Till I Die TV, your first choice for everything Leicester City. Tune in and join in now.
Right, Chris.
All right there, all right in the back. How the devil are we all? Hope we find you well. And as you saw there, yeah, it is one of those nights tonight. It's a sloppy seconds night, and I couldn't wish to have sloppy seconds with any nicer two guests than I've got coming in this evening. It is the Big Fat Football Quiz 2. And the big fat bit, football quiz is a bit of tenuous link. If you know your football, it might not help.
It's the Big Fat Football Quiz with Leicester Till I Die TV. So you think you know your football? Well, let's see.
Yeah, the idea of this quiz basically is to get everything wrong, then you don't have to come back, because the prize for winning is that you have to come back and as defending champion. As this is Craig's third turn on here, I don't think he's quite worked that out yet. But we're going to see how he goes on tonight. I think he's got a tough opponent tonight. Get yourself a beer, get your carpet slippers on, have a go in the chat. We won't be reading the questions out or reading your answers out, because to be quite honest with you, it'll take too long. But do feel free to join in and enjoy your beer. I'm going to say hello to Mike, who was on. He was my not so sloppy first earlier. And if you want to look at football throughout all the levels, we had a review of League One and League Two earlier, and it was really interesting. He knows his stuff, Mike. Thanks for coming on earlier and doing that. It is on Leicester Till I Die TV, which is where you can find us on YouTube. Please give us a like and subscribe. And if you are listening on podcast, 5,000 listens since the 1st of January to the podcast. Absolutely unbelievable. So, like Jeff, like I say, it is the Big Fat Football Quiz 2. It's the quiz that grabs you by the bubbles and won't let go. And one of these gentlemen this evening has got lots of bubbles. I'm not saying anything. We have got in the blue corner, we have Craig, the flirty fox bird. He is one for the ladies there. And Rob, the Bubble Buster Gates. We're going to say good evening to both of them, but first of all, the challenger in the red corner, Bubble Buster. How the devil are you?
I'm doing well, Chris, and yourself, mate?
Yeah, not so bad, not so bad. Have you been revising for this evening?
I'd like to be able to say that I have, but I'd be lying.
I don't think it would help.
No, exactly. So we'll just go with the flow.
Guys, a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. Yeah. Your links are in the description on YouTube, but please give a shout out where people can find you.
You'll find me and my colleague Duke on Forged from Iron West Ham United, as the name probably suggests, and that might be a little bit of a clue. And the Bubble Buster reference might give you a clue as to my allegiance is West Ham. And obviously, if you're not a West Ham fan, if you're a Leicester fan, we would welcome a subscribe from you guys as well. We welcome support from all corners of the footballing globe. Like I say, our allegiances are West Ham, but we'll take all comers. We're a broad church.
You're not bothered, are you?
No, absolutely not.
Your back door is always open, as they say. I think that's what they say.
Well, be careful with that.
To be honest with you, mate, I mean, obviously we have a lot of interaction. We've been on each other's shows a few times. It's always a laugh. The funny thing is, as you said there, you do have a co-host on your channel, Duke, and he couldn't be here in person to wish you all the best. So he has got or sent to me a little picture of himself so that you won't forget him.
Yeah, that's him.
That's it, isn't it? Exactly.
I recognise those plates anywhere.
Oh, I know he's not watching, but I so wish he was.
Oh, I'll make sure he watches this bit. Don't you worry.
You can clip it and send it to him. Words and Pictures said, "Come on, you Rob." Oops. Let me add you back in. Come on, Rob. Mike says you need to know your Fanny. Yeah. That will become clearer possibly later.
Yes.
Andrew said Rob is going to get hammered.
Well, I think that's actually the objective, Andrew, to be fair.
And Melina, good evening. How are you? And she's Team Craig. So talking to Team Craig, fine. Let's bring him in and say good evening, young man.
Good evening. How you doing, everybody? Hi, Rob, Chris.
Hey, Craig. How are you?
All good, thank you very much.
Good, man.
Back for a third time.
I know, sucker for punishment. Or both.
Either that or you love pain and embarrassment.
I just love these opportunities to spend time with you, Chris, obviously.
I am beginning to think that, and just don't forget the restraining order is out. So this is as far as we can go. We can't take it any further than this. But my green here, Flirty Fox. Oh, he's the Des Lynam of Leicester Till I Die TV. He gets the more mature ladies watching us, does our Craig. I think that's as polite as I can put it. Oh, you see, it started already. LDH says, good evening, Flirty Fox.
Good evening.
You've gone from being my wise old owl to being my Flirty Fox. I do apologise.
Yeah, we just work our way through the animal kingdom. That's fine.
Let's not follow that.
Maybe not.
No, but here we go with the breaks. Now, I just want to check. Neither of you gentlemen can see the chat, can you? I should have taken it out. Neither of you can see the chat. No, I'm going to go large, as they say, so I can't see the chat either. So, like I say, please feel free to join in. But I won't be going to say through all of your answers. Just mark yourselves if you want, because otherwise we'd be here until Easter. But these are the rounds. Number one, stupid is as stupid does. Round two is, do you have a long one?
I wish.
Yeah, don't we all? Don't we all? So if you want, the honest answer to that is no. Number three
Blame it on the cold, Chris.
It is. It's been very cold. Yeah.
It has. You've been chasing those monkeys down the hill, haven't you? Number three is what the feck, and number four is the middle finger. Now, as I say, you no clues in those whatsoever, but we're going to start off with stupid is as stupid does. Anybody have any idea? And I can't always take my eyes off Vinny and Paul there, but does anybody got any ideas what they think this might be? Knowing that you'd be totally wrong, of course.
Is this just things you may have done down the years, Chris?
Yeah, it is. It's things that didn't make it in the paper about me. You know.
I thought it was a collection of my ex-girlfriends or something.
Oh,
Enough to have a collection. Wow.
Yeah, I know, bragging there. He may only have a small one, but it's obviously what he does with it.
There you go.
Clearly got a big cupboard.
So basically, the world of punditry has been set alight in the past few years with some new faces to provide viewers with a break from the golden oldies. One such man is Michael Owen. The ex-England striker has taken to commentary like a duck to orange juice. But can you spot the Owenism? So basically, we're going to have, there's a point each. We're going to have 5 comments or quotes that Michael Owen may or may not have said, and other commentators may have said as well. So it's not all Michael, it's not all mixed, there's a mix. It's not necessarily 5 of each or 5 of the other. So we will just see how it goes. Craig, as defending champion, as I forgot to set up a coin cost, I'll let you go first. And you can show Rob how it's done.
Okay.
On the first time we did this, Rob, I'll be honest with you, he got 5 out of 5 on the first round.
Ooh. No pressure then.
Yes. Yeah. It was luck more than anything. But
that was a total 2 off. Yeah.
It was. So basically, what I want to know is it Michael Owen or isn't it? I don't need to know who it is. What I say, we'll start with when we go alternate it through. There's no passing overs or anything like that. So it's a simple one. So let's get this bandwagon rolling. And who said this? Was it Craig, Michael Owen or not? There'll be no siestas in Madrid tonight.
Well, let's start with a positive. Let's say yes, it was.
You're saying yes, it was. It was Mr. Kevin Keegan.
Wow.
Yes.
What a great start. Well done, me.
He said that. You see how easy it is, Rob?
Yep.
Yeah.
Easy, isn't it?
There's my 5 out of 5 gone.
Yeah, straight away. Rob, to you, It's definitely hit Defoe's hand as it's gone in, but it's not a handball for me.
Go on, I'll say that's him.
You can say that's an Owenism. And it is.
Yay!
You've got one.
Happy
and
days.
He's gone off to celebrate. He's gone off to run round his garden.
My missus was just coming out from the bathroom, so
she's coming out from the cellar. You let her out at night for a bit of fresh air. Do you
have a little stroll and then shove her back down there? Go on, get in there. Come back up when you're going to make me my full English.
Yeah. Right, number 3, and this is back to you, Craig. Footballers these days often have to use their feet.
I'll say yes.
You are saying yes, and you would be quite right, sir.
Phew.
Yes, it was.
Who'd have thought it? Footballers quite often have to use their feet. Wow.
I've got to be honest with you. I did this. I always run through these with Dan first, just to make sure that they have some comedic value, and it's not just me, and they're not too bad. And he said all of them could be Michael Owen.
Yeah, he's a little bit humorous, I think is the word. If I'm being
when you see that he's on punditry on your game, you turn the sound down.
Yeah.
So we are back to Rob. That would have been a goal had it gone inside the post.
I'm going to say that is not Michael Owen.
I'm going to say that is not Michael Owen. It's very true. I mean, you can't argue with it, can you? It is actually a true statement.
True statement.
Yeah.
Like saying if my aunt had.
Yes. The old 2 wheels. Yes, but it was, unfortunately, it was Michael Owen.
Damn.
So back to you, Craig, for the next one. Most of the players will be wearing rubbers tonight. I don't know in what context that this was quoted, but it was during a match. But most players will be wearing rubbers tonight.
I'm going to say that's not Michael
You're going to
Owen.
say that's not Michael Owen. You are quite right. It was our very own Gary.
Aye.
Wow.
Yes.
I'll tell you, he must have been on about studs or something.
You would hope so, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what else it might be.
Mind boggles.
In the context, anyway.
I know. I've been trying to think since I did this of the context that it could be taken.
That sounds like a typical Lineker, though, doesn't it? He knows exactly what he's saying.
Yes, he does. He does. Right. So an early lead for you, Craig, and over to Rob for the next one. If Glenn Hoddle had been any other nationality, he would have had 70 or 80 caps for England.
I'm going to say no.
You're going to say
I'm
no.
Gonna say, and I'm going to have a little stab. I reckon that might have been Ian Wright.
Well, one of those was right, if you pardon the pun. But you were right. It wasn't Michael Owen, but it was John Barnes.
Fair enough.
It just shows anybody is susceptible to these slip-ups. Craig, it's back to you. When the ball is that still, it's wobbling in the air. That was a song at That was a Christmas song, wasn't it? It's wobbling in the air. This is gin. It's going down well.
I was going to say, I think we all need some. When the ball is that still, it's wobbling in the air. I'm going to go with a no. It's not Michael Owen.
You're going with a no, that it isn't Michael Owen. It was.
Damn.
It was Michael Owen. Ooh. Even at this early stage, it's the tension is maybe
It's
not
palpable.
building. Yeah, it's sort of just
You could cut
bubbling.
the atmosphere with a
pun
knife.
intended. Sorry.
You could cut the atmosphere with a knife.
Exactly. Okay, Rob. This one yours. This is a real cat and carrot situation.
Cat and carrot situation. Oh my goodness! No, I'm going to say that's not
You're
Michael
going
Owen.
to say, you are saying that even Michael Owen couldn't be that thick, aren't you? That's what you were saying, allegedly.
I could see him saying it, but I don't think that he did on this occasion.
Sounds like a Paul Merson job, doesn't it?
Yes. Well,
do you know what I'm thinking?
may...
I'm thinking it sounds a little bit Glenn Hoddley because he likes to sort of like use the word situation in punditry.
It wasn't Glenn Hoddle, but Craig is probably going to wince when he sees this man come up.
Oh, David Pleat.
David Pleat. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Right. So it's the last one each. So, Craig. It's sometimes easier to defend a 1-goal lead than a 2-goal lead. We're in the wrong jobs. Any of us could do this, couldn't we, really?
Exactly. We could all just sit there and talk crap.
Yeah. Well, we do. Let's be honest.
We don't
Have you
get
seen this show before?
Well, yeah, I know. You haven't seen Forged, have you? Oh, yes, you have.
Yeah.
50-50 on this one for a change.
Which side of the fence are you going to fall on?
Trouble is, you stop reading the thing and try and just second guess you, Chris.
You do.
Yeah.
I did say these weren't necessarily easy, and they could all be. They could all be him. It's sometimes easier to defend a 1-goal lead than a 2-goal lead.
I'm going to say no, not Michael Owen.
You are going to say that it wasn't Michael Owen. Well, young man, quite right. It was our friend and everybody's favourite pundit, Mark Lawrenson. So
I used to like Mark Lawrenson.
Used to?
Well, he's barely on anything anymore, isn't he? Apart from doing his predictions, and he always puts us to lose.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true
Does the
as
same
well.
to us.
Yes. Right, Rob.
Oh, my
If there's a bit
God.
of rain about, it makes the surface wet.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Whoever said that? Oh my goodness!
He
There's
earned
a
his
bit of
money,
rain
didn't he, in
about-
that one?
Oh, that is. Oh, I swear the words come out of their mouth, and their brain probably engages about 10 seconds later, and they go, "Oh, that sounded a little bit daft." I hope no one noticed.
Yeah.
Not only about sort of like a couple of million people watching around the world.
Yeah.
If
Don't
there's a
let
bit of
that
rain,
worry you. Just add it to the collection of other things you've said.
Do you know what? I'm going to say that's Michael Owen.
You're going to say that's Michael Owen. To draw level at the end of the first round, yes, it was Michael Owen. So, well done. Getting excited at getting that. Boom. Getting there. You maybe need to get out more, Rob.
Yeah, there is that.
So, at the moment, we are looking at, and I'm just going to put it into the score because people all keep going, what's the score? What's the score? So, we've got Flighty Fox is
Flighty Fox now.
What did I call? What was it? I can't remember what.
He's
Flirty
made up
Fox.
the names. He can't remember them.
I know.
I know. He has a nickname for every show. Flirty Fox has got 3, and Bubblebuster has got 3. And I have to be careful how I do say that one, to be honest with you.
Couple more of them gins, mate. You may be in all sorts of trouble.
Mike says he's got 4 out of 10 so far. Turf Morehouse, welcome, sir. He dozed off. Yeah, well, whatever you say. Kate, did he doze off? When you go upstairs and your partner's asleep, but all you can hear is Chris.
Oh, you're like his comfort blanket.
Aren't I? Yeah, he's gone. He's gone to sleep listening to me.
It's either you or
they all
Matthew
lived
McConaughey.
happily ever after.
Yes. Dan, what can I say, mate? Get me there. You get me there. Right. Okay. So that actually does remind me that, of course, what we normally have at this time of the evening on this show is a bit of the old background music. As everybody keeps informing me, this is PlayStation. But no, Babe Station, isn't it? Babe Station. But you see, I know not. I'm too young and innocent to know
Never heard
these
of it.
No.
You've heard of PlayStation.
PlayStation, yeah, Babe Station. I'm completely ignorant to. Never heard of it.
Yeah, no. Don't know whatever happened to my tape of 5-minute specials. I tell you. Right. So we are off to round 2. Do you have a long one like an elephant? Apparently not.
So a memory game here then, Chris, yeah?
Yes, it is. Of course it is. Elephants are known for having long memories. But how long is yours? How well do you remember these funny football moments? So we're going to carry on alternating it with Craig again first. So let me just write these down. And if I am correct in thinking, you're going to be told what happened and you will get a choice of 4 answers. So it's multiple choice. And the music's getting to Rob now.
I've never seen that before. No, honestly, no.
Like the number will come up on the bottom in a minute. Have you seen? I don't know if either of you watched the channel Dave.
Yep.
But at the end of and I'm always up during the night, and at the end they have their version, which is Dave Station.
Okay.
And yes, it's typical Dave. That's all I will say. But it is very, very funny. So, like I say, how well do you remember these incidents happening? And there will be 4 choices for each one. So, Craig, your first one here. Which Portsmouth player did Chris Kamara miss being sent off in 2010? And we send our best wishes to Chris Kamara. I know he's not watching, but we do send our best wishes. He hasn't been well recently, so thoughts go out to him. Was it Papa Bouba Diop, Herman Hreidsson, Anthony van den Boer, or Kevin Prince Boateng? Who did Chris Kamara miss being sent off in 2010?
I'm going to go for C.
You're going to go for Anthony van der Boer.
Yeah.
We all remember it, don't we? It is a YouTube classic.
Has he, Chris? I must have missed that.
Anthony van der Boer. It was.
One of the legends of Premier League football.
Yes.
Indeed. One of those legends. It was Portsmouth draw with Blackburn in 2010, and we all remember it. Right. For you, young Robert.
Yep.
Who terrified Sir Alex Ferguson by popping a balloon in the dugout in 2008? Carlos Queiroz, Michael Carrick, Arsene Wenger, or Mike Phelan?
Mike Phelan.
Yeah, I think we all remember that. Of course,
I think he responded with 2 words, didn't he? And one of them was off.
Oh, exactly. Yes, rearrange this well-known saying. As it says there, everybody laughed except for Fergie. I did do my research for these, and I did have to watch them again, and it was funny. Back to you, Craig, for the third one, or your second. Who took the throw-in that went under Pikal Enkelman's foot into the net in 2002?
Wow.
Olaf Melberg, J. Lloyd Samuel, Liam Ridgewell, or Lee Hendry? So obviously, you see, it's teams that are in claret and blue just can't defend their own. The problem is the other choices of music aren't any better, so I'm stuck with this.
This is quite nice. I like this.
I'm stuck between 2 here.
So was Vinnie Jones looking at that picture?
I'm going to go with Melberg.
You are going with Melberg. Just got this up. And was that a guess?
No. I thought Liam Ridgewell, but then I thought Enkelman played for Villa. And I don't remember Ridgewell playing for Villa. I remember him playing for Birmingham. But anyway.
Quite correct. Olaf Melberg. I've obviously made this round much too easy.
Well, tell us at the end.
Yeah. But it was playing Birmingham. They were playing Birmingham, so I can see where you went. This next one has got a very, very, very strong link to the picture there. That's all I'll say for you, Rob.
Okay.
Which Liverpool player's testicles crashed into the post in a game against Chelsea in 1998? Now, I should say that they were attached to his body as he went in. The way that's worded, it looks like it was just his testicles, but it was his whole body. Against Chelsea in 1998, Jamie Carragher, Phil Babb, Paul Ince, or Wince, as he probably would have been afterwards if it had been him, or Rigobert Song.
Do you know, I've got a vague recollection. I'm trying to... Was it him? 98?
A vague recollection of testicles. That's a bit worrying, Rob.
Well, no, I was going to say Phil Babb, but I'm not entirely sure if he'd left Liverpool by then. I'm fairly sure Carragher hadn't started playing, or he might have been very early in his career, I don't know, but oh goodness. Go with your gut. I'm going to go Phil Babb.
Do you know what? I really thought you were going to grab a loss out of a win there, because it was Phil Babb. He attempted to block a shot and slid into perhaps the most unfortunate collision in Premier League history. 2-2. Can't split you on this one. They have to be harder for the next quiz. Craig, back to you. Which 2 Arsenal players messed up a penalty against Manchester City in 2005? Thierry Henry and Jose Antonio Reyes, Thierry Henry and Robert Perez, Dennis Bergkamp and Robert Perez, or Cesc Fabregas and Thierry Henry. And we all remember it and we all laughed at it.
So eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah, that's about as much as you know. You don't, like I say, revision's useless. Just go eeny, meeny, miny, mo on my quizzes.
Thierry Henry and Robert Perez.
So you are going for that. Was that a guess?
No, I was just building tension.
You know when I said you got 5 out of 5 and they were all guesses? It's going that way again. Yeah, Perez attempted to lay the ball off to Henry but missed it entirely, making the pair look very silly. Now then, to you, Rob. And this is very apt on the day that it was announced that Mike Dean will be retiring at the end of the season, and he will be missed.
Shame.
He will be missed as much as a fart in a spacesuit. This is about a referee. Which referee did Paulo Dicanyo push over in 1998? And that's just the way it turns out, I'm afraid.
Paul Alcock.
Paul Alcock. Yeah, of course.
The late Paul Alcock. He's no longer with us.
Is he not? Oh,
no.
No. He got. I know, obviously, he didn't get away with it as such, but you kind of love him for doing it, haven't you?
Yeah.
And he
also
had that moment where he grabbed the ball, didn't he, when it was being crossed and another player was down?
Yeah,
Well,
I
of course
remember. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Well, we was the beneficiaries of that incident because he was at Sheffield Wednesday at that point, and obviously he got a ban, and then Harry Redknapp, at the end of the ban, he paid 1.5 million for him to Sheffield Wednesday. We got him, and then of course that game you're referencing was when he was playing for West Ham at Goodison Park when Paul Gerrard, their goalkeeper, was down injured, and the ball was crossed in, and as it's coming in, he's literally just caught it, and he won some sort of FIFA Fair Play award for that, I do believe.
He did indeed. Right, so back to you, Flirty One. Yeah, he did kind of go down, as it says there. He did kind of go down in installments, didn't he? That was the. He should have won an Oscar, maybe.
Funny thing as well about that is if you watch that clip, Nigel Winterburn goes flying over to Dicanyo as he's walking off and starts to have a go at him, and Dicanyo turns around and has a go back at Winterburn, and he backs off a little bit lively. And a couple of years later, they were teammates at West Ham.
Oh well. You'll take anybody at West Ham, won't you?
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, from strays, come to West Ham. Right, Craig, here we go. Which player fell over while attempting a Rabona in 2003? Damien Duff, Mikel Fossell, Morgan Pedersen, or David Dunn?
I remember Steve Bruce was the manager at that point, and he had a right old laugh on the sidelines as well. It was David Dunn.
David Dunn. Yes, it was. I think it was at Blackburn Rovers, wasn't it?
I thought it was Birmingham.
Was it Birmingham?
I thought so, yeah. But I could be wrong.
No, you could be. You could.
Well, Steve Bruce has managed everyone apart from us, I think.
Yeah, he's back in management, isn't he? I only found out the other day.
Yeah.
Yes, where is he? Somewhere in the Championship.
Yeah, I can't remember where it is.
West Brom.
West Brom, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, who have always obviously have a good habit of picking good managers, don't they? Rob, back to you. Which Newcastle player pretended to be injured after a deliberate handball on the line against Aston Villa? Jean-Aaron Boumsong, Fabrizio Colcini, you like my pronunciation there, Stephen Taylor, or Paul Dummett?
That was Stephen Taylor.
Yes, it was. He tried to hoodwink the referee by going down as if he had been shot. But obviously, I'm never doing this round again. I did have a lot of questions to choose from, so I've got some left over. I thought, oh, we might see how it goes, but obviously it's going in the bin. It's going in my recycling bin, that one. Craig, are we going to go for a full house here? It's your last one.
I might deliberately get this one wrong, Chris, just so you feel better.
Thank you. In the same game, I don't think you will get it wrong, to be honest with you.
I won't.
No. In the same game, which Newcastle teammate did Lee Boyer fight? Roberto Solano, who obviously spent a few years with us, or 1 year with us. Kieran Dyer, Cole Zings-Ogbia, or Alan Shearer?
It was light featherweight Kieran Dyer.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it? Because these days, players go down if there's a brush of air against them, but they were knocking 10 bells out of each other, and neither would go down.
No. It wouldn't have given either team an advantage, would it? That was why. Now then, there's no pressure on you here, Rob.
No.
But if you get this one, it is a record of a full 10 out of 10. And we could be looking at the highest scoring quiz yet.
Go for it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Who was the fourth official when Louis van Gaal mocked a diving Arsenal player in 2016? Mark Clattenburg, Mark Halsey, Michael Oliver, or Mike Dean? When he fell over and he had his clipboard.
Yeah, he's out,
chest.
wasn't he? Yeah. I've got a funny feeling you met him earlier. Mike Dean.
Mike Dean. Anything making you go for Mike Dean at all?
Just a gut instinct.
You would love it to be Mike Dean, wouldn't we? And of course, it is. Yeah. Dean watched on as Van Gaal threw himself to the floor in Man United's 3-2 win over Arsenal. Well, gentlemen.
Well done, Rob.
And to yourself, Craig.
Well done to both of you. Obviously, bringing Rob on has raised the standards, and and Craig has taken up the challenge. Where are we here? Let's just have a look at some of the comments that Richard Cox. Good evening. How the devil are you, sir?
Richard,
welcome along.
Well.
Yeah, coming on to support a fella hammer. How you doing, Richie? Says Mike. Can't smell wide enough, Mr. Cox. Not seen Burnley get beat over the weekend. That's very true. Well, 3 weekends. You're gonna have a good run of no defeats. Another 4 out of 10 there for Mike. Well done. 8
Good
out of 20 so far. I wish at this point I had the Richard Cox clip to play you, but I don't. But
what's this?
What I will do, in fact, let me just remove that comment. Mike will enjoy this, I think. One. Dick Paradise or Rod Fanny?
The correct answer is Rod Fanny. He used to play for Marseille.
Oh,
yeah.
You know your Fanny.
Right. Oh, yes.
Oh, Mike.
Knows his Fanny.
To be fair, it's
he
probably
owns
better than knowing his dick.
I'm going to say, we did say that early when he did the show we were talking about, and I did say, thank God it wasn't the other way round. I may try and find that Mr. Cox moment for later. But anyway, so well done, gentlemen. We are all tied level at 8-8 as it goes into round 3. So what is round 3? Basically, it's what the fuck. Now, that obviously could cover many things. To get the right card, first of all. So it is the most shocking results in international football history. So when you look at it and you go, what the fuck? It is so unbelievable. As we know this weekend, and I don't just throw this show together, it's all planned because of course we've got the international break this weekend when we play the might of Switzerland and the even more mightier Ivory Coast, which I'm sure Harry Kane will want to turn up for so that he can bag another 5 or 6 goals. But they are derided as an unnecessary and boring distraction from the league calendar. However, once in a while, a truly jaw-dropping result reminds us exactly what is so appealing against them. So, let me just write this down. It's Craig again. And yet, if you're watching Dan, and the reason I also run through this with Dan before is to make sure that I haven't made any mistakes, as in not deleting one of the scores, so you can see the answer when it was up. And I managed earlier to remember to correct that. So it's unbelievable scores. So all you've got to do, if we all remember England 1, Iceland 2, who can forget it? You'll see on the screen it will say England 1, Iceland ? And you will have to guess the second score. I don't honestly think you're going to get 5 out of 5 on this. In fact, I will put my life on it. So, Spain inflicted Germany's worst defeat, Craig, since 1931 as they beat Germany in the Nations League. But it was Spain what? Germany 0.
I'm not sure. Is the answer here? I think it was quite a few, so I'm going to go 6.
I give up. It's 6-0 to Spain. What? How do you? I mean, they're guesses, and you're getting them right. I mean, literally, I'm going to say, "What the fuck?" I mean, how are you doing this? Jesus, mate. Oh, good God, Rob. Oh, I don't know what he's doing.
He's good.
He's doing a Luca. Rob, Argentina 0, Cameroon what in the 1990 World Cup, where Argentina were defending champions, beaten by a then unknown, hello to whoever's in behind you, the then unknown Cameroon side. Sorry.
Argentina 0, Cameroon 1. Cannabig with the goal.
You don't get any extra points for that, but you were quite correct, sir. Oops, that's your next one, Craig. I think that was the same year when they gave us a shock in the quarter-final, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it ended up 3-2. I think 2 penalties from Lineker.
Yeah,
in a 3-2. Yeah.
Argentina again, and after the game, Coach Diego Maradona, which we kind of know it's going to be not a good result, said every goal was like a stab in my heart. They lost to Bolivia in 2009, but what was the score? Bolivia, Argentina 1.
I remember it well.
I don't believe you. I believe that you do.
4.
You are going for 4.
I changed my mind, but yeah, go on.
No, I have to take your first answer. What would you
I changed my mind and went for 4. So.
Oh, what were you thinking?
3.
That would have been wrong as well.
Oh, fair enough.
It was 6 again.
Wow.
Yeah, Bolivia 6, Argentina 1. That great coach Diego Maradona. Obviously, the hand of God didn't turn up that time.
Well, they play at altitude, don't they, Bolivia?
They do, and that's what they tried to blame it on. It was, I think it's the highest national stadium in the world. Yeah. I just like to see Diego Maradona lose. Sorry, I know he was a great player, but he was a cheat, and
he was.
I can't let it go. My therapist said it's good to talk about it, but I have got to start to let these things go. Rob, it's over to you. You will remember this personally.
Oh,
because in 1924, Olympics.
Yes.
Belgium were the reigning football champions, and this was pre-World Cups. It was Olympic champions, and making the defeat to Sweden quite the shock. So it was Sweden what, Belgium won.
It's a game that I remember like it was yesterday.
I can believe that. I can believe that.
I've got no idea, so this is a complete stab in the dark. I'm going to go Sweden 3, Belgium 1.
You only go 3-1. None of these, to be honest with you, like I said, most of them are stabs in the dark. You are incorrect, sir.
Fair enough.
Would you believe it was Sweden 8?
Wow.
Belgium 1.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
That's
You're never going to guess
impressive.
that, are you?
No.
But you say that. Look at the way this quiz is going. 6-1s and
yeah,
and you know me, the way my mind works. So I won't have picked out 1-1 draws or anything.
I also know how many you can count up to.
That is a limit. That is a limit.
We're not getting any double figures ones then, no.
No. Thank God I've got holes in my socks. That's all I'm saying. Right, I believe we're back with Craig now. This was the biggest shock in Copa America history. It was Brazil 0, Honduras what? It was 2001. After the final whistle, Luis Felipe Scolari said, "I will go down in history as the Brazil coach who lost to Honduras. It's horrible." Little did he know what was to come up in a few cup times.
And this was in the Copacabana.
It was, yes. Watching the Copa America, yes. Brazil 0, Honduras what?
2.
You are going for 2, and you are quite right, sir. It was 2.
To be fair to Scolari, he won the World Cup a year later.
Yes, he did.
Maybe it was that shock.
Yes.
Sometimes
and then
you need a bad result, don't you?
Yeah. He was the manager when they lost to Germany, wasn't he?
7-1, yeah.
Yes, yeah. The ups and downs of a football manager, eh?
Yeah, like a roller coaster.
Yeah. So we're back to you, Rob. Iraq what? Australia won. In 2007, the Socceroos participated in the competition World Cup for the first time. Sorry, this wasn't the World Cup. I think this was a playoff or Pacific area, and were surprisingly smashed by Iraq, a country hardly known for its footballing prowess. In fact, you might as well just get a dice, mightn't you, and throw it and see what comes up.
I'll go 4.
You will go 4. So it was the Asian Cup. Iraq went on to beat Saudi Arabia in the final, but in this game they put 3 past Australia. So bit of a gap of 1 opening up here, Craig. Remember what was said earlier? Defending a 1 lead. It's not that easy. So back to you, Craig. France 0, Senegal in 2002. Going into the World Cup, France were the holders and one of the favourites. And Senegal came along and burst their bubble. Sorry, Rob.
I can't remember if this was 1 or 2.
This music does get in your head after a while, doesn't it?
I'm trying to think, 'cause I'm sure they got 1 fairly early, but I can't remember if they got a second late on.
I think I must be getting Alzheimer's. I don't remember things like you do, Craig.
I'm going to go 2.
You are going to go 2. Your first thought was 1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what you should have stuck with. It was 1-0. And the thing was that I think it was over half the Senegalese team could have actually played for France.
Yeah.
Because they were born in France, and obviously Senegal was a French colony and what have you.
Go with your gut.
It should, yes, go with your gut. We now go to the Confederation
Cup. Scored, who later played for West Ham.
Everybody, you've got a link with every question here, haven't you? I did say you seem to take waifs and strays at West Ham, but
I think he's passed on now as well.
Again, I suppose your current team is just lucky to be alive, really. Aren't they? You know?
All that hard drinking, that's what it is. Hard drinking and curries.
Right, now, the next one, we are going into the realms of the Confederation Cup. Which isn't going to help you at all. Spain got beaten by the United States in 2009. It may not be the most illustrious of competitions, but that did not make the United States win over then European champion Spain any less shocking.
Can't say that the Confederations Cup is something that I normally gravitate towards.
You know, I'm sure you might be looking there for future West Ham players.
Wouldn't surprise me. Nothing would surprise me. It would probably be someone from some Tin Pot nation like Venezuela or something. Apologies to any Venezuelans.
I was going to say,
know,
I don't want to wake up with a horse's head in my bed.
No.
That was Rob that said that.
I'm going to go Spain 0, United States 2.
You're going to go 2-0. Well, if you get this right, of course, it will bring you level again, which you now are, sir.
Hey.
And I leant on my computer and that came up. And as you can see, because there isn't a question mark there, this was the one that I got, I typed wrong. In a game marred by a string of comical refereeing decisions, Italy were booted out of the 2002 World Cup by co-host South Korea. And doing this quiz, I mean, I cannot believe that this was 20 years ago when this happened. I'm like, whoa! I mean, you know, when you watch it back on YouTube and what have you, to see it, because you're doing this, you go, I remember that. Let me have a look. Blah, blah, blah. And you think, 2002, my God, I was still middle-aged then. So,
I'm going to go 2.
You are going to go 2, and you are correct, sir. It was 2. Now then, I'm sorry about this, Rob, but this is just the way that these things come out.
That's life.
Australia what? American Samoa 0 in 2001.
Oh, that was a lot. I remember that.
Yeah, so it's possibly not a shock to see Australia beating American Samoa, but what was the score?
Oh, God. Was it in the teens or the 20s? I don't think it was into the 30s.
Now, it is up to Craig whether Craig wants to give you have to get it spot on or go to either side.
I don't think it's to the opponent who should. I'll tell you what.
No.
Yeah.
I'm only joking because it wouldn't be fair. So
Yeah,
I'm not joking.
Ask me at the end of the quiz.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to go 18.
You are going to go 18-0. Oof. Well, after this game, it was a World Cup qualifier, and after this, the FA changed the rules. I don't know what rules were changed, but they changed the rules so that this would not happen again. I think that was probably like, seeding the teams or something like that. But it's the game that Harry Kane wished he'd actually played in because it was, and good job I did take my socks off for this one, Australia 31.
Oh, it was
America Samoa 0.
I had that number in my head.
Yeah, it's literally, Did you?
Yeah, no, honestly, I did, because I remember. I think the previous record was it Arbroath against Bonaccord, where they beat them 26 or 28-0, and I remember this beating it. But that's ridiculous, isn't it?
This is the weird thing with Mike. He knows too much. He knows all these. It is the record, Mike. You're quite right, Rennie. Good evening. How are you? And how are you doing now, Mike? Argentino Defo got one, Mike. John Wayne's joining. TM, how the devil are you? Welcome along. You've not missed it yet, but the Spurs Daily is coming up in a minute. So the current score at the moment, so let me put this in here. Oops, Chris. Typing Chris. Craig. Now, is it Craig or Krog?
Not sure if my brother's watching, so let's stick with Craig.
It's Craig has got 11 and Rob has got 10. So it's very, very close. It's all to play for. And Mike has got 13. So, but then we don't know that he's not obviously using Wikipedia as we speak. Joking, Mike. Right. So we're going to go on to the third round, and we're going to do that after we have a very, very, very quick break. If you're enjoying this and you want to see more of this absolute silly garbage, then please subscribe to Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube. We will be forever grateful. There's quite a few of these on there. We have a playlist called the Fun Zone. You can see Mike's fanny, but I should replace that. You can see Mike's fanny and
or his dick.
Oh, his dick for that matter, indeed. And you can see Doug's famous footballer, foot leg boat.
Legend of the game.
Yeah, I'm sure he must have played for West Ham at some point.
I think he did, but he was probably about 36 by the time he turned up and probably knackered.
Probably. Right, so it's on to the third round.
Chris.
Fourth round, you're quite right. We are.
Do I get a point?
Round. No, it just helps if I turn the card over. Then we don't have to go through those questions again. So it's all down to this round, and it's called Say the Middle Finger. Anybody know what this might be?
No.
In words of one syllable, absolutely no idea.
No.
Right. Well, the middle finger is often given at football matches, but how many players' middle names do you know? Now, you know me. You know I'm not going to be sort of, Dave or Harry or whatever. So you can go for 2 points. Here we do change the point system a little bit. You can go for 2 points, or if I give you a one-word clue, you can have that, but you only get 1 point.
Right.
And obviously, if you have a guess and it's wrong, you can't go for the 1 point.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. So all I will say is good luck with these. You might need it. I'm sure you won't. I'm sure Craig's knowledge of players' middle names is his specialist subject on Mastermind. So,
how did you guess?
Oh, I know these things. Right, Craig, here we go. Christian Pulsic. I give you the first letter, so I'm helping you here, but I'm not giving you how many letters are in the name. So, Christian N. Pulisic.
I'll take the clue, please, Chris.
You'll take the clue. Okay. I can give you 2 words, actually. Whether they'll both help you or not, I don't know. Friend or sailor? I'm not saying the clues are going to really help you at all, but...
Mate.
How the hell? Did you know that? You were nodding then, Rob.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah. He only gets 1 point for that, though. Christian Mate. This one, I think, may be just right for you, Rob, but we will see. Kurt Zuma.
Happy.
Yes. And that's just the way, like I say, they work out. In fairness, when I did these, somebody else was supposed to be take your place, so that's my defence. But 2 points! You've brought it back. Well done, sir. It is Happy. So, Craig, back to you. I can see the sweat on your brow now. Thinking your crown might be slipping. Maybe not.
Right, so
Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Oh, there could be so many jokes.
Lots that I'm thinking of, but I'll leave them where they are.
Yes.
I'll take the clue again, Chris. I think.
You'll take the clue again. Right. Hammer or thunder?
Thor.
Yes. Right. To you next. Bobby de Cordova Reed.
I'm going to go for the clue.
You're going to go for the clue. I don't blame you at all. The clue is Italy or fashion.
Armani.
I'm going to have to stop giving clues because you are completely correct, sir. So we are... Yeah, they're definitely going to get harder now. These are definitely... for you, Craig, the next one. Phil, and keep it clean, Phil N. Jagielka. And if I'm honest with you, I'm going to help you because the clue's not going to help you at all.
Well, it'll help me more than having a complete and utter guess. So let's take the clue.
You're going to take the clue. Okay. Polish. And it means victory of the people. Now, I'm sorry, but when I Googled this, I love the name and I couldn't find any other clues for it.
Polish.
Well, how good is your Polish English? He's texting his wife now saying, bring me up that Polish English.
Is that... So it's definitely Polish and not Polish, yeah? Okay.
Well...
So it's Polish. So it's
He's
Polish.
never really made a clean sweep of anything, has he?
Very good. It's Polish and it means what? Sorry.
This is how he's going to help you.
Yeah.
Victory of the people. I'm going to have to probably time you in a minute.
I have no idea. Nasturtium.
Actually, in fairness, it was probably as close as you were ever going to get. Nicodem.
Yeah, not getting that one.
No, that was a difficult one.
Isn't that what a Polish policeman would say?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
I'm honoured.
You are. You should be. You've been taking lessons from Doug, haven't you? He's laughing now. He's not seeing what his next one is, Craig.
I know. Either way.
Let me have a look at this. Oh. We're looking at Davy. Sorry, that should be Danny. Sorry, I have mistyped that. Should be Danny. W proper.
I'm going to have to go for the clue, I think.
You're going to go for the clue. The clue is feast and Christmas.
Wenceslas.
Smiling now.
Wenceslas.
What? Sorry, say that again. I need to.
Wenceslas.
Oh, do you know what? I wish I could give it you, but I have to take the answer that I got, and it was just actually Wenceslas.
That's what I said.
Actually, yes, you did. I was thinking Wenceslas looked out. Where did you get that one from?
Just very putting it together and just yeah.
And I'm sorry, but what clues could I give for Nicodem?
I was going to say it was I think I got stitched up with the clues there.
You did not at all. Right, Craig, this one is back to you, and this is very modern, so you may know this one. Jurgen, again, please keep it clean. Jurgen and Klopp.
You know this, Rob?
I do.
You're nodding. Yeah.
Shame it's not his question, really, isn't it?
I know.
This is why they're not passed over, you see. That would be too cruel.
Thing is, I'm one behind now, aren't I?
Yeah.
Thanks to Phil Nicodem Jagielka.
He's got a lot to answer for. Phil Jagielka, hasn't he?
Yeah. There's every chance that you're going to get a point even on a clue, which means me taking a clue here isn't going to help. So I'm just going to go for it. Having said that, then that means I've already lost if I get it wrong. Oh, Chris, what have you done to me?
Again, I'm not too sure whether the clues are going to help you at all.
Right.
If you do go for them.
I'll go on, let's have the clue at least. Let's try and make Rob get it right.
Okay. It's a therapy dog that has its own website on the internet. And believe it or not, it's obviously it's German, and it means North Bright.
Hang on, let me just look. I'm looking round, see if I can get me coat.
Oh dear.
Well, North is Nord. Nordstrom.
Oh, in fairness, he's not a million miles away, was he, Rob?
Norbert
it was, yes. Jurgen Norbert Klopp.
I have a friend called Norbert as well, a German friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you can kick him tomorrow. So you cost me a point. Yeah, right. Okay. Back to Rob. And it was Norbert. David Watt, Mark Ginola.
Is this my last question?
No, you've
already won, Rob.
After this.
Is it? I thought this was the last one.
No, you got one more each after this.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I thought you were sort of, throwing the towel in early. You were having an Amir Khan moment.
I'll go for the clue.
You'll go for the clue. Right. French. Probably not much of a help, really.
Nope.
Leave it at that, Chris.
Desired, but it's also an adventure app game as well, because I know you're down with the kids.
Oh yeah, that helps.
So, French,
Desired.
I'm giving you desired or adventure app game.
Blimey. No idea. I'm just going to go with a random French name and just hope for the best. Didier.
Didier. Do you know it, Craig?
No idea. It's not my strong point.
Desiree.
Middle names.
Desiree.
Damn it.
You didn't know there was a therapy dog called Norbert who does have his own website apparently, and Rob didn't know his adventure app game.
You know what? I did actually have that in my head, but for some reason I went, no, that's a girl's name, surely.
Well, there is a girl's version of it, and I can't remember what it was, but there was a girl's version of it. But right, we are down to the last questions, and at the moment we've got one question left each, and then of course we do have the nip and tie break question. For those that have been watching this a long time or know Nippon, well, lovely guy, but some of his questions are a bit from another planet. The current score is 13 to Craig, 14 to Rob. So, Craig, if you get this right without going to the tie break, you could either win or go to the tie break, if you like. So, honestly, and I think what we need, are we ready for this? Indeed. I could go for a break now, couldn't I? That's what they usually do on telly. We'll be right back after the break. You now wouldn't do that for two of you. Craig, Bob P. Wilson. Now, we all know Bob Wilson, the goalkeeper.
Oh, it's annoying me.
A bit of claret and blue bias there, I think, words and pictures. Oh, apparently it was Davey, so I'd written it down wrong, but I typed it out correct. Yeah. Thanks, Mike. Hello, Miss Melina again.
I'm sure I've heard this years back. And I had a feeling it was either a girl's name or like a flower or something.
I think the winner of this will be taking on Dan, who wasn't able to defend his crown against you, Craig. And I had to get somebody else in. So, but who will be facing him? Craig or Rob?
This is really annoying because I'm going to know it as soon as you say it.
The clue is still there, and then it's down to Rob to get his one right.
I'm going to have to take the clue.
Okay. The clue may well give it you. The clues are cowslip and flowers.
I know it was a flower.
No, Miss Melina.
Cowslip.
which, for those of you that don't tune in regularly to Gardener's World, know that cowslip is a type of flower. You're going to go through your mind now. Flowers beginning with P, haven't you?
Well, the trouble is, that's what I thought it was before the clue. I thought it was either a girl's name or a flower.
You said that, and I thought, is he going to talk himself out of this?
Yeah. But the only flowers that I could think of don't fit with a cowslip. Right. Petunia.
Petunia.
Oh, Rob knows it.
We will
Primrose.
find out.
Yeah.
We will find out straight after this. That was the sound of Craig screaming, by the way, that you heard there. But please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel Leicester TV on YouTube. Who did you say it was, Rob?
Primrose.
It was Primrose, yes.
It's a Scottish naming custom. He was named after his mother's maiden name.
I do wonder sometimes. I do wonder where people get these nuggets of information from. It was indeed Primrose, and cowslip. Of course, everybody knows. I didn't. That cowslip is a variation of the primrose flower. So pressure's off you now, Rob. We're going to go for this anyway. Chris R. Waddle, and like I said earlier, please keep it clean.
We'll go with a clue.
We'll go with a clue. The clue is vermin or GMTV. And Craig knows it.
No, it can't be. No. Rat.
I think it's Roland. I could be wrong.
It's one of them, isn't it? It's going to be either Roland or Rat. But I'm just.
Chris is just frozen in time.
All of the names have been sort of like quite odd and out there, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
But surely they wouldn't have named him Rat, would they?
Unless they named him after the Stranglers album, Rattus Norvegicus.
Yeah.
You can imagine Chris Waddle being a huge Stranglers fan, can't you?
Well, I've already won it, haven't I?
You have, yes.
I'm going to go.
Which is why
Rat.
I think there's a little bit of.
I'm going to go Rat. It's probably Roland, but I don't care. So
you're going with Rat. Well, he did give you the answer, but you didn't take him up on it.
Only because I thought he'd already gave the answer Rat. and it didn't matter a squat anyway.
It didn't matter a squat, and he didn't listen to you.
They should have called him Rat. They should have called him Rat.
Oh, they should have done. That would have been. They didn't. They weren't thinking of me and my quiz when they named their child, did they? Typical bloody Waddle family. That's all I'll say. Right. Does anybody want to have a quick look at the? I can just say actually, this was one. I've forgotten this one. This was one that I nearly put in, but I did actually go for Nicodem instead of.
Oh, tell me now.
Danny Welbeck.
Yeah, see, I knew that.
I couldn't. That would have been in if I could have come up with a decent clue.
I hope there's an ombudsman I can appeal to.
Right. The nip and tie break, just if anybody's interested, is on the 19th of March this year. Plymouth beat Accrington 4-0 at Plymouth, and it was just going to be the one that got nearest to the attendance.
Right. I shall go 21,353.
Ooh.
I'm going to go 21,352.
I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do it.
I just said that's a Hammers fan, isn't it? That is.
It is. I never trust a Cockney not to not to rub it in your face. It would have. Well, he would have won if he'd gone with that, because it was 13,076.
Wow.
So look, guys, thank you so much. It was clean tonight.
It was indeed.
You sound
Well done,
disappointed.
Well done.
Thank you, Craig, and well done to you as well, sir.
Dan, the fact that I actually gave you that the other night. Dan says, smashing grab from Rob. Well done, fella. Well, also well played, Craig. Melina went with 14. She would have been the closest. Yeah, well, possibly Dan.
I thought it was. I thought it was more, but then I just remembered it was open day at the Naval Yard. So it always knocks the attendance down a bit.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Melina. Appreciate it.
Craig, can I just say you've let the side down here. Leicester fan on a Leicester quiz, and you all I can say is you've done a Brad.
Yeah, I'm going to say Phil Jagielka's let me down. To be fair,
yeah,
and whoever put that one in.
Can I just say a big, huge thank you to Words and Pictures. He's just donated to the channel. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Well done, mate. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, of course, the downside is the fact that you've got to come back, Rob. Yes.
Oh dear, what have I done?
Yeah, it was. I know it was close. LDH. TM says, "Well done, guys." And as TM is in, she has reminded me, and I will just very, very quickly. I will very quickly just do this because I haven't done it today, and it needs to be done.
It's time for the Daily Spurs.
It is. We have a Daily Spurs, and I thought, being a Hammer fan, you would enjoy this as well. It's how long since Spurs last won a trophy. We do update this on a regular basis. It currently stands at 14 years, 22 days, 4 hours, 55 minutes, and 21 seconds. Well done, Spurs. It ain't going to change anytime soon. Craig, thank you very much, young man. Unlucky it went, yeah, not nice. It's Spurs. They must be used to it after 14 years, 22 days, 4 hours, 55 minutes, and now 42 seconds. Don't tell me you're not used to it.
I'm married to a Spurs fan, and I was at the game on Sunday, and of course she picked me up from the train station. That went well.
Dan, Mike, sorry, the gauntlet is down. It is going to be Mike and Rob playing each other in the next round. Mike, he did win one. He has won one, so this is going to be interesting. It's a couple of winners up against each other. I'll speak to you both and try and sort a date out when it is free. Like I say, Words and Pictures, thank you really so much for that. It does mean a lot. They're all right, these Hammers fans, aren't they? They're all right. And Craig, thank you very much. It's a week off this week. There's no match for the weekend, so I say Dan's happy because of course there'll be no game for Burnley. But I will speak to you soon, no doubt, and we'll get something sorted. Thanks very much, Craig.
Cheers.
All the best.
Cheers. Well done, Rob.
Take care, Craig.
Bye, everyone.
Good game. Well done.
Cheers, mate.
Hang on, got rid of the wrong one there.
I'm that used
to Craig winning that I kept him in. I just wanted to show you that he was active. When I took him off camera, he did have a big smile on his face, thinking, "I've not got to do this again."
No, I'm too competitive to enjoy losing.
You tell. All right, mate. Take care.
Cheers. Well done.
Cheers. Let me remove the right one. You see, you're just like twins. I couldn't tell the difference between you.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
well done, young man. Well done.
Thank you for having me.
The final scores, Mike, were Craig 13, Rob 14. So at 16, that could be an interesting next round. Yeah. Are you up for taking on Mike, Rob?
Let's do it.
Nice one. I'll message you both off air and obviously get something sorted. Great laugh, great sport. Thanks for coming on and taking part.
Pleasure.
Your details are in the description on the YouTube channel, but do tell us where people can find you.
Yeah, if you go to YouTube and just type in the search "Forged from Iron West Ham United" to give it its full name, but you'll probably find it just with "Forged from Iron." And like I say, we're a West Ham fan YouTube channel, and but we're a broad church. So if you're a Leicester fan or a fan of any club, please give us a subscribe and spread the love.
Oh, love needs to be spread about.
Love is all you need, as they said.
Yes, and if it's spread, it just makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? Anyway, on that note, thank you so much. We'll see you in the next round. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you before, but good luck for the rest of the season and good luck in the Europa, mate.
And good luck to Leicester for the rest of the season, and look forward to seeing you next week, mate.
Indeed, mate. Thanks very much. Thanks
for your time. Take care.
So oh God, I can turn this music off now. I've tortured them with it, as if this quiz isn't enough. Torturing them with the music is even worse. The thing is, like I said, the other music on it is no better. Like I said, stay calm and do a quiz. That's what we're calling it moving forward. Great laugh. I mean, I love doing it. I love putting it together. And this was the cleanest that we've had so far. Bad luck to Craig. Well done to Rob. Rob will be taking on Mike in the next round. I am going to be back tomorrow at 7:00 with Foxes Across the Pond. I'm not sure with the time. It's going to be 7:00 UK time. I'm not sure whether we're going to have a Canadian and an American in that usually join us, or whether it's just going to be Zach, the American fan, depending on the time difference. So thank you very much for joining in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow at 7 for the Foxes Across the Pond. 9:00 for the Championship review. We'll be looking down at the Championship, seeing who might be replacing Norwich, Watford and Burnley, and we will see how it goes tomorrow at night. Like I say, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. It's great that you join in, and I really do appreciate all the support, and thanks to everybody in the chat who was taking part. And we will see you, if I can press the right button, see you tomorrow night. Take care.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye, and see you next time.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.